Way back in July 2019, a mod came out called The Bronze Age, which was amazing. It came out and it was a very in-depth, very interesting, with many new mechanics, especially to religion, setting Imperator Rome back into the Bronze Age rather than the Hellenistic period that it is in. It was awesome. It was probably the best mod on the game at the time. Unfortunately, Svanley decided to bring the mod to CK3, and the mod for Imperator Rome was slightly abandoned. That was until Snowlet came along, and he took up the reins of the Bronze Age mod and created Bronze Age Reborn. We've played it on the channel before, and we have very much enjoyed it before as well. But it's just had an update. And this update is probably the biggest one that I can think of so far, because it addresses a problem that I have had with the Bronze Age mod since 2019. And that problem was cultures. Cultures were far too ubiquitous. They were far too solidified and vast. And it made the expansion of a country far too easy, because you did not have to worry about converting anyone's religion or assimilating their cultures. It was, it was useless. There was no point, because everyone was already your culture. But Snow has come in now, and he has updated the mod to, let's say, diversify the world. And he has diversified it in a fantastic way. If you recall my previous game in the Bronze Age, I started as Thera, this little island nation. And up until I conquered all of southern Greece, I think up to about here, everyone was the same culture. They're all Achaean, I think, or something. I don't know. I don't remember the exact culture, but they were all the same culture, all around here. But now, if we have a look at the culture map mode, we have Cycladic. We have a new culture group here. Krenoi, Cadmean, Abantes, Elopians, the Spartans are here, the Laconians, the Eleans. The world has been vastly, vastly culturally diversified, and it is making the game so much better to play. We have a look into Egypt as well. We used to have Upper Egyptian. No, Lower Egyptian, I think. And then Upper Egyptian. I always forget which way it is. Yeah, no. Upper Egyptian. And then Lower Egyptian. Or Kemetic. And now we have very much a more diversified bit of land. So if you are playing as, say, the Jedu, as I did the first time I played the Bronze Age mod, you're not going to be conquering all of this with no internal struggle, strife, or problems. Because you will have cultural disunity to deal with, and that is a huge, huge thing. This is way bigger than just, oh yeah, no, there's more cultures now. That's like the simplified way of putting it. The actual effects on your gameplay are huge. It makes the game a lot more difficult, for one, which is a big problem, right? Previously, the Bronze Age mod was just a little bit too easy. Unless you were playing in a place like, I don't know, the border region here between Hurrians and Chaldeans. If you were playing here, you may have had issues conquering from here down south because you've got a different culture and different religion. You had to deal with that. But now that's not the case. Now that's the case everywhere. And culturally, if you are, say, Assyrians and you are trying to conquer, all of this, including Babylon, was free game because you're all the same culture. Although I think actually this one was split into like a north and a south, so that's probably a bad example. But you get my point. There was a lot more unity in the world before. This all used to be, I want to say Babylonian, but that's definitely not right. They were a culture. Sumerians, maybe? I can't recall exactly. But now if you look at it, Babylonians will have to integrate or assimilate a culture if they just want to conquer their southern neighbor. And that wasn't the case. As Babylon, I managed to conquer all of Mesopotamia here without a single cultural assimilation. It's only when I started conquering up which one is this one? Euphrates River, that I had to do anything with regards to culture, and now that's not the case. And I can't really explain enough how big of a deal that is. It's actually huge. It's actually huge, and I'm totally here for it. So yeah, culture has been reworked completely, and that is just glorious. A lot of these new cultures have had graphics also applied for them, so new unit models, new city models, etc. for every culture group. So if we have a look at the Babylonians here, of course we've got this lovely fort model, which is just absolutely delightful, and then the city model. But if we go to Marad here, they have a different fort and city model. And then if we maybe go to the Akkadians, actually that's not Akkadians, the Akkadians up here, they've got, no, we'll find one with different ones. Not everyone has them. Let's have a look at the Egyptians. I'm sure they have some unique stuff. Yeah, there's new graphics models. Let's actually jump into the game. We'll maybe be able to see a new unit model as well. Lovely stuff, lovely stuff. So let's raise our levy, and we've got these fancy fellas. But maybe we don't want to be playing as the whoever these are. I chose the group of people who I absolutely cannot pronounce. We don't want to be playing as them. Maybe we want to play as the Spartans, Menelaean. Let's see what the Menelaean troops are looking like. Well, that looks awesome. But let's have a look at our levies. They look like that. And maybe I love that helmet actually. That's a very cool helmet. Maybe we want to be playing as. Let's have a look at Gutium. Gutium's got a legion, and they look like this. And their levy looks like this. Lots of new cultural models, which is awesome to see. Absolutely amazing to see. Everyone's looking different. The diversity of the world has been increased by a lot, and I am totally here for that. There's a new mission tree for the Babylonians as well that has been added to the game. So if we may be able to see that Babylonian hegemony. And if you want to explore that mission tree, you can. I'm not going to go into too many details. I'm not gonna hover over it. If you want to know that mission tree, then go and play as Babylon. I have played as Babylon before this cultural rework, and it was a really fun game. So with the cultural rework, I can only assume it would be even more fun. I do recommend that. Akkadians and Assyrians have a new formable as well. So if we can have a look at that, we've got the form Assyria, which requires a bunch of cities, one in Nineveh, one in Erbilum, one in Assur, and your country changes to Assyria. That's very cool. Acadia, I don't know where I would find Acadia. Maybe we can tag around with Gutium. Can you form it? No. I don't know where I would find Acadia, but it's probably somewhere around here. Right? Probably. I've no idea. Oh, there it is. Oh, and Acadia requires a lot more land. Yeah, so I mean, you got some goals. If you want to be Babylon, you can form Acadia if you so desire. Happiness relating to cultures has also been rebalanced, though I'm not sure without playing what exactly those balances are. I would have to do a little bit of experimentation and playingness. There's been some improvements to the AI based on the Glavius AI rework, which is awesome. I've spoken about this in my videos about the Imperator Invictus mod, which is also helmed by Snow, the same mod dev who was revived the Bronze Age, that it's a really good idea to implement the Glavius AI, because the Glavius AI is awesome. It makes the AI much more competent. They build the correct buildings in the correct places. It's just a fantastic update. So yeah, new AI based on Glavius's work, rebalanced some heritages and added new ones. So I don't know. Let's see. Does Troy have a heritage? I'd have to actually tag into them, I think. Let's just do that. Let's tag into Troy. And now what is our heritage? I have forgotten completely how to find that. They got the Walusa heritage, so fort defense and fort maintenance. Troy, makes sense. Diplomatic relations, actually, that makes sense for them as well. Let's have a look at the Spartans. They have the Menelaean heritage, so religion, happiness, and discipline, but less political influence. That's pretty cool. I like that. The Theran heritage. Go you away. Theran heritage have the Minoan connections heritage. That's you know what? I think that's a really cool heritage as well. I'm not going to go into absolutely every country, of course, but we're just looking for a few of them. 10th Dynasty, we've probably seen that one before. Babylon has the Bab-Ilu heritage. I would totally take that. Commerce income and Omen power for the discipline. That's amazing. The Gutian heritage. The Ruin of Akkad. -6 diplomatic reputation. That's painful. Holy hell. That's mad. That's mad. But yeah, new heritages and rebalanced some old ones as well is nice to see. He's also increased the global tin production by 4. So tin is very rare. We found some here. Tin is very rare, and there used to only be, I think, 2 or maybe 3 deposits of it. We've now got 1 there. Got 1 there. I think we had 1 in southern Mesopotamia, but I can't find it. Did we have some in Egypt? Yeah, there's 1 there. So that's 3. We have 3. It's been increased by 4. Oh, there's another one. We found 4. We have found 4. 4. Maybe is it increased to 4? Oh, there's 5. All right. We keep going. We keep going. There's probably more. But you get the idea, right? Well, I mean, I don't know if you do, because I don't actually see any extra that I haven't seen before. But tin is important, and it's been increased. If there was maybe a modifier on this to give more tin. Actually, you do have 3 tin here. Is that because you've got a building? No. Why do you have 3 tin? Every 218 slaves will provide an extra tin. Well, you definitely don't have that. So what is it that's giving you that? You've got tin import hub plus 2 base resource production. Is that what you have as well? Yes. Okay, so that's how he's increased it, is adding a modifier onto these tin producing provinces. Tin import hub, which basically means that you have more tin being imported. But slaves needed for local surplus plus 200% is... okay, so that's all the tin. That's all the tin. You're not getting any extra. So maybe there's been a global reduction in the amount of tin in the world. But anyway, that's that. So tweak size of holdings to have a loyalty cap of 30. So that's just a character change thing. And then some bugs and such have been fixed as well. So that's all really good stuff. Obviously, I think the absolute tip-top best thing about this update is the cultural changes, making it way more in-depth to try and expand your country. There's just a lot more gameplay there. If everyone is the same culture, that is a huge part of the game that is completely removed from you caring. And as well, there are buildings that you can build. Maybe that one needs an icon. But like the theater, it's a really good building. You kind of want those for the citizen noble happiness and such. But the assimilation speed is completely useless because, like, what are you going to do with assimilation speed? There's also the research things down here. I think one of these gives assimilation, but they're completely useless, right? They're completely useless because all cultures were the same. But now they're not. Now there is culture diversity, and that's awesome. That's actually awesome. So that is the Bronze Age mod. That is the Bronze Age update. Bronze Age Reborn. I should make sure to specify. The Bronze Age Reborn mod has been updated, and you should go check it out because it's improved the part of the game that I thought was lacking and made it not lacking. So that's awesome. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you enjoy this mod, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.